We get a little bit after 7. First thing on the agenda tonight for the town board meeting, December 14th, is a public hearing on the comprehensive plan update committee. I'll have the town clerk read the public notice.
Please take notice that a public hearing will be held on December 14th, 2021 at 7 p.m. at the Farmington Town Hall, 1000 County Road 8, Farmington, New York, 14425, pertaining to the draft document of the comprehensive plan. The draft document is available for viewing on the town's website at www.townfarmingtonny.com.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. We started this in 2020, right, Ron?
Well, actually, late 2019.
Yeah, that's right.
Just before the infamous 2020. And we're here tonight with a public hearing. The draft plan has been on the town website since October 13th. Over there in the corner, you see a rendering, pretty much the same as where we were back in 2011. We still emphasize the smart growth policies of the state and federal governments, with the concentration of development in the southwest corner of the town. It is a update to the plan to take us through the year 2030, and it has identified a number of ongoing actions that, as well as priority actions. So I'm here tonight to answer any questions that the public may have.
Thank you. Have you had membership on the committee? Correct?
Yes, we did. Forget, see, Aaron was on there.
Yeah, Aaron and
Tim were both on.
Okay, cool.
Tim back from his previous.
Yeah, he came on as zoning board of appeals.
Yes.
Yeah, zoning board and the planning board.
Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, the presentation is on YouTube.
It is.
The committee held a very good public hearing with a very good presentation a month ago or so now.
Correct.
And that can also be viewed.
Good point.
It has been posted and available for viewing.
And this is the first of 2 public hearings that the town board is obligated to have. The second one, tentatively right now, will be scheduled for late January to allow for the county planning board review and to allow for any comments or any changes that come tonight to be made to the plan prior to preparing the environmental record.
Okay, thank you. I know we have a couple people online tonight. Anybody online for public comment or questions on the comprehensive plan public hearing? One more time, anybody online for any questions or comments on the public hearing we have open right now for the comprehensive plan?
Please check YouTube on the meeting that was posted. It's got now 9 views with my.
Anybody in the audience, any comments or questions? Anybody in the audience, comments or questions? Staff?
Just so it's in the record, I did check the chat also on Zoom, and there's nobody chatting about the content.
Nobody in chat asking a question or comment? Okay, thank you. On board, any questions? You've had it for a month or so. All right, we'll close the public hearing. Thank you. I wanted to also thank the committee. It's been a long time and a lot of work, and the nice thing about the presentation that we did and it's posted on YouTube is that the committee members present all had a piece of the pie to explain for that that public hearing that they had. So really appreciate them being part of the committee. At this time, I'll call the meeting to order and if you could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Have the allegiance, please.
Sure.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Nick.
Next thing on the agenda is approval of the town board minutes from November 23rd.
So, second.
Motion and a second. Comments, questions, any changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain since I wasn't here.
Privilege of the floor. Anybody tonight, privilege of the floor or public concerns? Anybody online, privilege of the floor or public concerns?
Doesn't appear anybody's coming out from here for that.
All right, thank you. Reports of standing committees, public works.
Yeah, on the water and sewer side of things, the treatment plant, they've been working just winterizing general buildings and grounds. They've been ongoing wet well cleanings at the various pump stations out in the system. Did a scraper repair on the primary clarifier. And they've also completed testing and replacing as needed all the heaters out in the pump stations throughout the system. We had some discussion about replacing water main on Route 332. I know Bill gave Robin, and he left a copy for Pete as well to look over some alternatives to replacing what's currently there. The sewer main replacement on Colette is complete. We also had a discussion on doing a little more work over there that we got a price from the contractor, but we're now looking at doing that in-house, hopefully. Ordered a new pickup and also a new crane for that pickup, which fortunately we got in with current pricing before a pretty substantial price increase here in the next month. And 2 water main breaks since the last meeting. We had one on County Road 8 and then one corner of Barberry and Huckleberry on the 9th. And water and sewer has 4 resolutions on the agenda. We can discuss those as they come up. Highway and parks, they've been working over at Pumpkin Hook Park with a ADA pathway on the back side of the park, which pretty much has been wrapped up at this point. Over on 332 Canandaigua Farmington Town Line, they've been working on a drop inlet there. It has had to do a little plowing and some salting since last meeting. And also got the tub grinding up the transfer station of all the brush up there has been completed. And then no snow, but wind Saturday keeps them busy again, chasing down trees, down branches, checking trails to make sure everything's safe in the parks and the trails for the public. Park side, a lot of the same thing, plowing, salting, shoveling as needed. Still cleaning up some leaves, cleaning up mowers, and like I mentioned, checking parks and trails just for storm damage. On the building side, we've had our preventative maintenance from our mechanical contractor just on the heating systems in all the buildings. Carpets cleaned at the court, and then on the 17th in the afternoon, the carpets will be getting cleaned here as well. Also worked with the alarm system on some issues at the town hall as well as the court. And got our check from the county for all our mowing for the season. He's got a few resolutions on the agenda tonight, and again, we can kind of talk about those as they come up.
Thanks, Steve. Town operations.
Town operations, we have 7 resolutions we can discuss. They come up a lot of letter of credit, maintenance bond. One regarding the slight change to an instead of zoning district. We have the comprehensive plan. We have a resolution tonight to close a public hearing and send it on to the county planning board, which is the next step. And then once we get it back from county planning board, we'll schedule a public, the second public hearings we have to have. I'm looking to do that for January 25th meeting. The final draft of the amendments to the amended solar law has been submitted to the rest of the town board. Then we're gonna have a resolution on for December 28th. Looking to submit that to Ontario County Planning Board. And then again, probably have another hearing and then adopt that on January 25th meeting. No real update on the Farmington Market Center, we're trying to hear from them. And then as far as the Delaware River project, still kind of waiting on them to make the next step would be filing a letter of credit, and then they can have the pre-construction meeting. Until then, it's all just hurry up and wait on that. Everybody else we post on the town website, Dan can go over the stats for the year.
Thanks, Nate. Reports of town officials. Supervisor, we did receive finally the mortgage tax funds, substantially higher than the last 5 years. We got notice yesterday that New York State will be sending us our AIM funding here shortly. I have county and public works and ways and means committees this week, and then the county board of supervisors meets next Thursday. Tomorrow I have another 2-night investigation committee meeting at the county. How many parts?
The only thing I would add to Steve's report tonight is the light/camera poles that come in for Pumpkin Hook and Farmbrook Park. Tomorrow morning, we're scheduled to start putting the pole up at Pumpkin Hook Park. Getting light working on that. The rest of the conduit for the camera system over at Farmbrook Park is scheduled to be in at first thing tomorrow morning. So crews will be going over there to finish that conduit, get that pole up. And at this junction, I have Dennis scheduled for Thursday morning to start working on installing some of these cameras. So we'll get more of these park lands under camera surveillance.
Okay, good. Town clerk?
On December 3rd was the recreations visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus. That was attended with about 74 kids, so it worked well. Let's see, last week I attended 2 seminars. NYMER was one of them on cyber awareness and a tax collection. And then tomorrow I have one with New York State Archives. That's it.
Thank you. Water and sewer.
I'd like to thank Don. I talked to him about putting up our weather station at the water and sewer department, and go over to give us a hand and get that up.
Great. And then last Friday, we had already received the 2 weather stations, so the Parks Department guys helped Dan put up ours here, so we're actually able to monitor all the high winds this past weekend.
So and it didn't blow down.
And it didn't fall over yet, but it is made of plastic.
Not like these railroad crossings.
Right, yeah. Yep. Anything else, Ron?
I guess.
Okay. Building and zoning.
All right, quick update on what we did in November. We issued 64 permits, brings the total permits to the end of November to 901 permits for the year. We did 252 inspections for permits, bringing that number to the end of the year, 2,876 inspections. We completed 6 fire inspections and 24 stormwater inspections and 51 zoning inspections for the month of November. So we've been busy. It did slow down a little bit in October, but it's going to pick it back up in November. And as long as the weather stays nice, this week has been very busy with inspections and projects still going on. So.
And of course, Don's waiting for the ground to freeze so he can do more work too.
There you go.
Not been cooperating.
I will say, Dan, we added to that total this month with 1 permit.
I heard that.
My wife handled it, and just everything with the office incredibly smooth. So
That's wonderful to hear. So.
Especially what you like.
All right. Next, planning board.
Yep, meeting is going to be, we're going to do a little training. We're going to go over the rules, procedures, and the MTOD and streetscape guidelines, review those. And then just wanted to bring up that we'll also be doing 2 letters of credit. I don't see any reason why we won't approve those. Everything seems good on Gertzner and Monarch Manor, so we'll go ahead and approve those. I know you guys have them on your agenda for tonight. We'll go ahead and review those really quickly. I don't see any reason we wouldn't approve those. So that's it.
All right, thank you. Ron?
Okay, well, first of all, just want to clarify that the solar committee did a great job of doing a lot of work in a very short period of time. The minutes were well taken by John Rovatella and posted. And as a result of that, there's not going to be a third solar committee meeting this Thursday night at 6:30. That was included in the town operations report that went out today and will be posted tomorrow when Marcy gets back on the website. So hopefully nobody will be zooming in or trying to zoom in to something on Thursday night that's not going to be there. We do have a request tonight for a waiver of the rule. The request is to appoint someone to serve as the town's representative on the Ontario County Planning Board. It was a mix-up that occurred. They told us that the person that was our representative was good through the end of December, when in actuality, we found out that her term expired at the November planning board meeting. So when I saw we didn't have a representative on there for December, I became alarmed, and Peter and I did some scurrying around and got that corrected. So we have a individual tonight that has a tremendous background. He's a professional landscape architect, works for a large planning firm, has done a number of projects here in Ontario County, so he's very familiar with the county. And I think he'll be a great asset from Farmington to the county planning board. So we've added that as a request for waiver, and I hope you'll honor that tonight so we can get that approved by the county board of supervisors. And then the last thing I want to do is just thank you for allowing us to get the letter of credits on tonight. Yeah, it's a little bit out of sequence, but because of the calendar, having the planning board after your meeting tomorrow night, it allows us to get the letters of credit established and for us to have the pre-construction meetings in January instead of having to wait till February. And those projects need to move along. One of them is we've been waiting for some time. That's Monarch Manor.
In section 2.
Yep. Thank you.
Also with our appointment to the Ontario County Planning Board, the county graciously jumped through hoops today and is going to have a special meeting of the Plant PEQ committee before next Thursday's Board of Supervisors meeting, so they can approve the appointment, and then the Board of Supervisors in total will approve it next Thursday night. So it's a win-win all around for us. Town engineer, Bill.
Just a couple updates. Biggest thing, we took bids today for Brickyard Road water storage tank, much higher than they were expected to be. So right now, we've got the bids. We're doing some evaluation to see whether this is strictly escalated costs due to COVID and some of the material cost escalation that we've seen. Actually, the transmission line was probably more in line with what we thought it would be, but not so much the tank. So we'll have more feedback for the board in town within the next week or so. And then we'll have some direction on what to do as far as that goes. We do have another bid coming up for the digester cleaning, which will be on December 21st. It's scheduled right now for 1 p.m., but we do anticipate doing an addendum to change that to 2 p.m. So.
Thanks.
Right, you said somebody else did come today to look at that.
Yes. The assessor office, we don't have an assessor yet. but we have an assessor aid starting next Monday. Recreation, as Michelle mentioned, they had their Santa and Mrs. Claus event. And look forward to them for the next one will probably be East. Nothing on the finance committee. Ron, do you have anything else? Okay. Nothing on the finance committee tonight. Communications are on file. Reports and minutes are on file. Starting resolutions. Resolution number 1 is closing tonight's public hearing, which we did. Adoption of the 2021 edition of the Town of Farmington Comprehensive Plan is proposed action. Classifying the proposed action as a type 1 action under the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Authorizing the town director of planning and development to make necessary amendments to the October 8th, 2021 draft plan document and prepare the environmental record on the proposed action. Authorizing the submission of said plan document to the Ontario County Planning Board for their review and recommendations at their January 12th, 2022 meeting. We will then schedule a second public hearing by the town board on the adoption of the said plan, currently scheduled now for Tuesday, January 25th, 2022, and directing the town clerk to cause publishing of the legal notice and posting thereof in accordance with our town adopted procedures. Have a motion and a second?
Second.
Motion second. Question? All in favor? Aye. Number 2 is a resolution authorizing interjection to block 224. Hearing none. They're all resolutions are authorizing the supervisor to electronically sign 3 proposals with the county.
Second.
Okay. Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Five is a resolution authorizing the town of Farmington to negotiate an agreement with Ontario County for assessment services. This requires a roll call vote. So moved.
Second.
Supervisor Engelsby,
Aye.
Councilman Bowerman,
Aye.
Councilman Harity,
Aye.
Councilman Casal,
Aye.
Councilman Holmes.
Aye.
Thank you. 6 is a confirmed resolution authorizing the hiring of Zachary Marshall as a full-time laborer for the Water and Sewer Department at a rate of $18 an hour, effective December 12th, 2021.
So. Second.
Motion second. Zachary's been a summer seasonal worker, and both Josh and Robin reported does a great job. So we're going on full-time. All in favor? Aye. 7 is a resolution hiring Paul Ruthin, and it's confirming resolution as assessor aide at a rate of $18.50 per hour, effective December 20th, 2021.
So move. Second.
Again, Paul is going to fill the vacancy of the aide position that she previously held. All in favor? Aye. 8 is a resolution authorizing the hiring of a full-time account clerk typist for the Water and Sewer Department at a rate of $18.50 per hour, and that was effective December 6th, 2021.
So second.
Motion to second, and that is for Roxanne that's started working at Water and Sewer, and I understand she did a great job. All in favor? Aye. Aye. 9 is a resolution accepting a 2-year maintenance bond for the top coat of asphalt installed within section 7S of Auburn Meadows subdivision tract for a total amount of $3,735.20 and directed filing thereof with the town clerk's office.
So.
Second.
Motion to second. Comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
10 is a resolution accepting letter of credit for site improvements within the Monarch Manor and Senate zoning subdivision project, section 2, in the amount of $755,813.50.
So move. Second.
Motion to second. As Ron said, a long time coming for section 2. All in favor?
Aye.
11 is a resolution authorizing town contributions to the HSA accounts.
So moved. Second.
It's for the two renewal employees, Cameron Noor and Kenneth Rowe. All in favor? Aye.
Block 12 through 15.
And request to block 12 through 15. Any objections? And these are all budget transfers within the different departments.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any comments, questions? This is a normal thing this time of year, closing the year out for budgets. All in favor?
Aye.
16 is a resolution accepting request dated December 9th from Ryan Destro, BME Associates, for an amendment to the Route 332 M3 Enterprises at Auburn Junction, Phase 3A. Requesting the town planning board to review the request and make a recommendation for the proposed slightly smaller retail plaza building and amending the town board's resolution by allowing medical use as a permitted use within the IZ incentive zoning district.
So second.
Motion is second. This is a planned building, as we mentioned, it was part of the incentive zoning. They are going to downsize it by a couple thousand square feet, 1,000 square foot.
1,100.
Yeah, okay. And so I really don't see any big deal that planning board should be able to work on this pretty quick.
Should be able to.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, right?
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye. 17 is a resolution authorizing acceptance of a monthly report of supervisor for November 2021.
So second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
18 is a resolution authorizing acceptance of the deeds for A&D development for Auburn Meadows, section 7N and 8N, and this requires a roll call vote. So
Second.
motion and a second. Let me get my paperwork here. All in favor?
No.
Roll call
Just wait
vote.
for you yet. Supervisor Engelsby.
Aye.
Councilman Bowerman.
Aye.
Councilman Herring.
Aye.
Councilman Paseo.
Aye.
Councilman Hicks.
Aye.
Thank you. 19 is regarding the consent order from the Farmington Town Board to dedicate Ivory Drive and Auburn Meadows subdivision section 7N and 8N. This also requires a roll call vote and motion
Second.
in a second. It also requires the highway superintendent's signature.
No signatures on the other two are correct from the board.
Just mine. I think I'll double check.
Alright. So I didn't get a chance to look at them.
I think it's just mine. Yep, just missing.
Okay. So I go ahead with the roll call then?
Yes, please.
Supervisor Engelsby.
Aye.
Councilman Bowerman.
Aye.
Councilman Herring.
Aye.
Councilman Paseo.
Aye.
Councilman Hicks.
Aye.
That's from 19. Then I'll set that up there and we can sign it afterwards. 20 is confirming resolution authorizing a change in title for water and sewer employee Michael Abraham Jr. from water wastewater maintenance assistant to a wastewater treatment plant operator grade 3. This is a slight pay increase now to $27 an hour and it's effective December 12th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 21 is the abstract, 23, 2021 to pay the bills. Have a motion?
So moved.
First. Second.
You can read it now.
Motion is second.
Yeah, you
General fund, $75,911. Highway fund, $10,609.12. Beaver Creek Park, $91,195.31. Town Line Capital Project, $59.90. Storm drainage, $1,840.19. Sewer District, $46,369.14. Water District, $33,273.10. Payroll deductions, $31.88. Total abstract, $259,208.75. Any corrections, changes? All in favor? Aye. We have no training under $100. Any other discussion tonight? We have an executive session. I'd like to go to we have 4 waiver of the rules and do those first. Any objections to waiver of the rules? Hearing none. The first one is a resolution authorizing the town supervisor to sign quotes with MRC for 1 freestanding sandbox at Beaver Creek Park, 1 freestanding sandbox at Pumpkin Hook Park, and not at a cost not to exceed $5,000. So second. Motion second. This is to upgrade both of our parks with 1 piece of equipment each. All in favor? Aye. Choose a resolution authorizing the town supervisor to sign a quote from MRC for 1 freestanding plate element, Discovery Cave for Beaver Creek Park at a cost not to exceed $6,000.
So second.
Motion second. Again, this is another piece of equipment recognized and asked for by the town recreation committee. All in favor? Aye. 3 is a resolution accepting letter of credit for site improvements to Nursery Medical Building and site improvement project at Coochie Cyber Drive. Total amount of $71,056.91.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 4 is a resolution recommending Ted Waddell as the town of Farmington representative on the Ontario County Planning Board.
So second.
Motion is second. It is Ron explained, Ted has a lot of experience in landscaping, working for a local engineering firm. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. One item, our next meeting is December 28th. I'm looking at organizational meeting for Tuesday, January 4th. Up to 3:30 in the afternoon. Whoever is available on town board.
Supervisor, on the 28th board meeting, are we doing the swearing in ceremony?
Yes,
Just so they know.
good point. Everybody that was elected to be sworn in ceremony that.
We probably won't have that signed yet, because we changed that, right? So that, I was just looking for the 4th, so
I think that was scheduled for the 4th, but we're not able to meet with viewing till I think it's 6 now, so
Okay,
we'll be changing the time.
just pick a later date in January.
Yeah.
The same thing. Yeah, works for me and ready for the committee.
Are you planning 3:30 then?
I'd like to, yeah. Everybody can, most everybody can.
it's Tuesday, so.
Anybody else, public comment, anybody still online?
No, you,
Okay,
just John Piper.
okay, thank you. At this time, I'd like to move an executive session to discuss the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation or matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation.
Second.
Motion is, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, we should only be about 20 minutes and then we'll close up the meeting. Thank you, everybody, for attending.
Yeah, make Michelle sit here.